it going? Welcome to a later time live. We're going live a little bit later just because we had a schedule change. But I hope that you guys are doing well and that you're able to come and hang out with us. We're going to be making for this part 2 of vegan lunch, vegan sushi rolls.
Yes, we are. And
yes.
This is all going to be amazing. I mean, we recently found out that it's like, oh, you know what? Why don't we make a sushi? And we haven't made a sushi very long time.
Actually, like I was looking through my cookbook, and this is just the kind of like way that I'm going to show you how to make these vegan sushi rolls. But there's so many ways you can make it, and they're actually really easy to make. So I'm just going to have this here just kind of as a reference to remind myself what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's right.
But it's really easy. You could really use any kind of stuffing. That's not the right word. What is it called?
Filling.
Filling that you would like. In the book I talk about a marinated mushroom that you could do, but today I'm going to use some avocado, some mango, some cucumber, which I haven't chopped up yet, and then I did pre-chop some bell peppers and some green onions, and I have like purple carrot, which is really pretty and it looks nice on the inside.
Hey, should we use a mushroom?
Well, I think this is enough. This is actually going to be too much.
Okay, you can also use a mushroom too or something.
Yeah, like I was saying, a marinated mushroom. I've got my sidekick back again this week.
I'm here. Hey, but like we're saying, we're probably gonna do this now 11:15 on each Monday because my schedule is slightly changed and we like to do this together. For
yeah,
you guys,
it's really nice to do it together.
Okay.
Excuse my belly popping out of my shirt. It's just
mine too.
Gonna be happening that way. Okay, so let's cut this up first. So I'm going to just basically what you want to do when you're making sushi. I know it seems like super daunting, but it's really actually way easier than you would think. I'm just going to cut thin slices of everything.
And don't expect this video is going to be super long.
No, it'll probably be kind of on the shorter side.
To make sushi.
This is a really quick recipe to do actually for a lunch. If you make the rice ahead of time, it's super easy. So I'm just going to slice these things. I don't even need all of this cucumber. I could just use like half of it. And
I'll eat it.
Okay, that's fine. You can eat it.
Do you guys have a raw cucumber as a snack? I actually love it.
It's a great snack.
You know, it's really funny. In Poland, where I'm from, they don't like skin. Well, now it's a different story because now everybody's like there's a vegan
there's a huge vegan movement in Poland.
Now the skin is understandable. This is very good for you. But before, never
skin.
But
organic, of course.
Yeah, organic. But before, never skin, and it tastes so good because it's like a sweeter, part of the cucumber. But the skin is so much better for you. So anyway.
Commercial break by cucumbers. Okay, so what I'm doing now, I've made this rice. It's probably a little bit hotter than I would like, but honestly, I took Eli to the park an hour ago and I realized I didn't turn the rice cooker on. So I came back as soon as I could to do that. So it's a little bit warm. You want it on the warm side of room temperature. I think that's really the best way to say it, because if it's too cold, then when you mix in the things to turn it into sushi rice, it doesn't really adhere, but you need a little bit of warmth to make it kind of all go together. So I've got I cooked 2 cups of rice in the rice cooker. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my things to make it sushi rice. Of course, you can buy sushi rice already sushi rice-ified, but I'm using brown rice because I prefer brown rice. I think it's a healthier option. And I'm going to use a 1/4 cup of rice vinegar, and I'm going to pour that in. 1 tablespoon of raw granulated sugar, and then a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm using, again, the pink Himalayan salt, which we use for pretty much everything. And I'm going to mix this together.
I don't think we have a different salt. I mean, except that egg salt.
Yeah, we only use this one.
Whatever it's called. But the Himalayan, that's the only salt that we use.
But you could use like a sea salt. I got a question the other day on a video. Somebody asking about how do you get iodine if you don't use iodinized table salt. And actually, nori is a sea vegetable that you can get iodine from. Of course, you want to be careful, if you have an iodine deficiency, you should really check your iodine levels to see how much iodine you actually need. Sometimes you don't need as much as you think, or sometimes you need more. Things that have iodine, just off the top of my head, are sea vegetables, so kelp and wakame, I think that's how you say it, nori, dulse flakes, even things like, I believe, like really simple things like bananas and strawberries also have some kind of iodine.
Yeah, I think you mentioned
there's quite a long list, but it's escaping me at the moment. So we'll get back to sushi.
Yeah.
So just stir your rice together. This is actually the perfect temperature because it's kind of like sticky, and that's what you want. You don't want it to be like, you know when you make brown rice sometimes and it's just like hard, you want to try and not have that happen. So if you have a rice cooker, that's going to give you a better kind of rice. But it's now a little bit sticky, brown rice, and that's perfect. So to make a roll, all you do is take nori, and I really like this brand. It's called Ocean Halo, and it's vegan,
We have
of
a
course.
dog named Halo.
And you put the shiny side down, and then the rough side up. And then you're gonna take a little bit of rice, you're gonna spread it on there, and you
Nope.
wanna leave about a ½ inch between your body and the edge of the rice.
The funny thing is that I've never done it before, so maybe I can do the second one.
Sure, absolutely. I think that's great because then people can kind of see, like I'm
I
kind of used to
seriously,
doing
I've never
it,
done this before, yeah.
and then you can kind of see like how an amateur does
So
it.
wait, are you leaving that inch or no?
No, from the edge, from this edge
this
here.
edge, not
the
not
edge
all
closest
this.
to
Oh
yourself.
my god, that's so
I
good.
know it's good, huh? You want to leave a little bit, and then the edge farthest away from you want to leave maybe like a
Just
½
that
inch.
rice with that sugar
Of course,
and
it's good.
salt is like amazing.
Okay, so I've put my rice down. I'm gonna put some filling. I'm gonna just kind of do everything. I like definitely some green
I'm
onion
gonna
and
bring
everything.
maybe
Yeah.
The video here.
I think that's a good
video. I'm gonna bring the camera here so you can see all
Yeah.
what's going
So I'm
on.
gonna put just a couple pieces of green onion. You want to make sure you don't overfill it, or it's like really hard, like to close, like a burrito, for example. And then I'm gonna maybe take a little bit of avocado. Again, if you do a marinated mushroom, it kind of adds like a fishy flavor to it. If you marinate it like in like a soy sauce or something. And then I'll do maybe a little bit of bell pepper, and I'll do 1 slice of mango as well. Mango is great with the avocado and the cucumber. Really adds a sweetness. Okay,
I
so
love
then from
mango,
there,
yes.
I mean, if you needed to have like one of those sushi rolling mats, I have one, but I actually find it's easier without it. So then I'm just rolling it like a little burrito, keeping it fairly tight. And because the rice is fairly warm, it's now kind of all really cemented in there well. That's, my words are not right today. But then I'm just leaving it there. The key to cutting sushi is making sure you have a really sharp knife. So I'm gonna leave it like that so it kind of warms together. Chris can try putting one together, and then we'll show you how to cut it. So go
I'm
for
taking
it.
it doesn't matter which side, right?
Shiny side down.
Shiny, oh there's matte
Yeah.
side?
So there's the shiny side, and that's the kind of rougher
Oh,
side.
I see, yeah.
So the
okay.
shiny side goes down. We can move this out of the
Very
way. And then just make sure you have about a ½ inch of rice, or I mean space between the rice and you. And then you don't want to make it too thick because it's going to be really like massive and hard to close. And then as soon as you cut
Okay.
it, it's going to be just a disaster.
So as a like too thick with the rice and vegetables
Yeah.
and all this stuff. Okay, makes sense.
And then
Okay,
a sharp
so-
knife is very key. That knife is actually pretty sharp, but I just want to.
Yeah, take the small. I was just
This
about to
is
say.
pretty sharp,
We
sharper.
rarely use this knife, and we sharpen all of them, obviously.
But I don't know if you can see, because the rice is a little bit warm, the edges of the sushi,
They're
the
cooking.
nori is like kind of lifting up, and that actually helps it really stick together like this one
Oh, okay.
here.
That's interesting.
I don't know if that's proper sushi technique. This is just something I've figured out as I've gone through this. Probably it's not proper, but it works.
Okay, so now we put anything we like.
Yep.
I'm gonna do like a little line.
Okay, but just don't put too much filling in.
Okay. Let's count. Wait, you
Oh,
cut my head.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's because you're looking down. Okay, there you go. Perfect.
I look like a Batman. I just need the hair. Okay, this is good. This is good. Avocado, right? That means
That's a
avocado.
mango,
That's
but
a
you
mango.
could call it an avocado if you'd like. I should have gotten like a spoon or something for that, sorry.
It's okay. Can I have double? Because I love mango.
You can, but you just have to be
Let me
really careful of making it super thick, because
Okay,
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
screw
make like
yourself
a-
over.
I never do that. I never do that.
Crooked.
It's cricket again? Oh,
Man,
we need a new tripod. Can you patronize our No, it's move on.
how's that?
No.
No?
No.
How
let's
come
do it.
from here I can never tell?
I know. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I see that there's something wrong with the tripod. Sorry, guys. We have some technical issues. There we go. Okay. Good. And avocado? I love avocado. Guys, I had this long story. I don't want to talk too much about it because we are eating now. But, oh, skin.
This is going to turn into...
But basically, I was in the, was it years ago?
That's going to be way too big.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's
right.
try it. So now what?
So now you begin to roll it. So you want
like
to...
here, right?
Yep, and then just grab everything in your first roll. Too big.
Oh, in
Too big, too big. Yeah.
Like that?
Yep. And then just keep rolling tightly. So maybe if you
Very tight. Okay.
are good at rolling burritos or maybe rolling a joint, you would be able to do this very well. I don't know. Okay. So that's a little bit thick, but it'll work. When we cut it...
Oh, look at the guy.
Yeah, when we cut it, all this stuff's going to come out on the side. So
I'd
say like this is a better diameter. This is fine.
It's like flatter.
But it's really quite thick. So, okay,
nice.
Let's make maybe one more and then we can...
Okay, I'm gonna try to do this as fast as I can.
Okay.
And telling the story in the meantime. So
yeah,
I went to the restaurant.
Do it this way.
Oh, maybe that's why I messed. No,
Nope,
it was like
that's
this.
not why you messed up.
Okay. I messed up because it was too much.
Yeah, it was just too much stuff.
But
Which
anyway,
happens.
yeah. So we went to this restaurant. It was a long time ago. We were living in Las Vegas still, and
I don't even know this story.
Huh?
What story is
Well,
this?
wait. There's the good. It's a good one.
Okay.
So my uncle and my aunt visited us.
Oh.
You see, visited us.
Not appropriate story.
No, visited us just to visit us, and I was at that time dancing for La Rev. Beautiful show, by the way. And anyway, long story short, they invited us to the restaurant, and it was Olive Gardens.
No, it was
What was it? Olive something.
the Yard House.
Oh, the Yard? Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even know what it is, but anyway. And I had this salad with avocado. Anyway, I got really sick from it, and I couldn't eat avocado for 2 years. It was that bad.
But because every single live we do, he talks about an avocado, obviously he can eat them again. Why do you talk about avocado so much?
I don't know, because I love avocado. Like, I just love it.
No,
and
but
now
I think you got food poisoning, and you know, like you get food poisoning and something is associated with that time. You're like, I can never.
It was so bad. But anyway, I am like every morning I'm waiting for my avocado time.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
I think everybody who watches any of these lives knows that you love a good avocado.
Oh, that's very true, actually.
All you talk about is avocado on these.
Okay.
You're gonna make it too thick again.
That's what she said.
So just stop there.
Stop.
Oh, and let me get the stuff to make the sauce, the dipping sauce.
Should I roll it?
Roll it. Go
Roll
for
it like a jar.
Okay.
Alright, so let me teach you guys. Oh, I had the skin. That's why I left it outside. Oh, I see. So my problem with this, I wonder if this is the same issue that I had, because I did roll one thing. Do you remember? I did roll the, where's this? The see-through.
Oh, a rice paper, which is also very different.
Oh, this is great.
Okay, so these, let's let this cool while I do this. So again, if you want to, everybody's different. Dip in like a soy sauce or a tamari. This is tamari.
Soy sauce is better, in my opinion.
Some people can't have soy sauce or don't
really?
like the soy aspect of it. So I'm going to use some tamari here.
Sorry.
And I mean, I'm just giving options. We have both. So
Plates?
that's what I'm using today. Nah, who needs a plate?
Yeah, who needs a... Hey, chopsticks.
Chopsticks, yeah. And I got some wasabi. Totally not necessary, but in my house, absolutely necessary. If you don't like spice, don't add wasabi. This is the wasabi paste. Works great. I know there's wasabi powder that you can kind of turn into wasabi. So we just got these yesterday. They're really beautiful
Very
chopsticks.
Cute. They have like a little design. Guys, this was like a 3 pairs of those beautiful chopsticks. They were $1 in IKEA. But they're beautiful. They're very nice. And bamboo.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you the way that I cut it. Again, I'm not a sushi chef, so I'm probably, not right here, but maybe you can do a close-up of this.
Let's do this.
So the thing that I
Here we go.
find is that
Here we go.
the end parts are, kind of not the
this way.
prettiest of the sushi. So I always cut it right in the center with, a very sharp knife. And maybe you need to use a serrated knife if you don't have one. And then I try not to make them too small so that you ruin all my sushi work. Like this. And then of course, if you just wanted more of a hand roll, I guess you could do just, cut it in half, and that would be...
That looks beautiful.
Totally fine. The end ones aren't as pretty. I'm not really sure how to make the end look pretty. But yeah, so that's what it looks like on the inside. And this is the first one I think I did. I did a carrot and some bell pepper. There's a lot of yellow in there, but it's just because the bell pepper was yellow, the mango was yellow, and also the inside of the purple carrot was yellow.
Yeah. So anyway, but look at this. This one is with that mango and stuff.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, here's the...
I don't like wasabi with it.
Okay, then you make it your way.
I like separation.
Do you want to use soy sauce? It's in the pantry. Okay, I like it together. I'm gonna eat an ugly roll because then we have the pretty ones for later.
So guys, guess where we had the best sushi ever, which is the weirdest thing.
So good.
On the cruise ship. But only when captain invites you for the dinner. No, that's a lie. When captain invites you for the dinner, you have this like a boat, like there's like, I don't know, 400 rolls or something. And they're just like amazing. It's like a big feast. Another place that we had a great sushi was in Phoenix, actually.
Yeah, I mean, how do you screw up vegan sushi? That's my question. It's just vegetables
I think
and rice.
yeah, I mean, I don't know, but sometimes people just make it like, maybe it's old or something like a veggies, I don't know.
We definitely don't go out to eat sushi. Definitely on the cruise ship was basically the only
time. We
time.
don't go out, period.
Yeah, we really don't go anywhere.
We are boring people.
Yeah, but I think oh no, see, look what I did. See this one kind of got smushed because it was too big. This is your roll, by the way. It got smushed because it was too big, so you can still eat it, but it's not very presentational. Oh, I forgot about my chopsticks. So good.
Delicious.
Good.
This is amazing.
Okay, so that's how you make vegan sushi. It's really easy. So, just to recap the rice. If you're gonna make brown rice, make it in a rice cooker or on the stove. I did 2 cups here because I know I'm gonna make more rolls, but I'm not gonna bore you with showing you how I make like 50 rolls. Then you need some nori. I like the brand Ocean Halo. Then for the sushi rice, I did a tablespoon of raw granulated sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 cup of rice vinegar. And that really makes it sticky and turns it into that sushi rice that you want. And I did this kind of like a little bit warmer than room temperature. And that's all it is. Chop up whatever kind of vegetables lengthwise that you want, and then roll it. Make sure they're not super thick, and that's all you gotta do.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. All right, you guys, so that is vegan sushi. That's part 2. If you have any requests for any lunch or dinner ideas that you want to see us do in the next lives, let us know. I've got one more lunch after this, and then we'll move on to dinners. Unless, of course, I have a baby in between then, and then we'll be taking a break.
One more thing. Guys, you have to do this pizza that she posted last time.
Oh, the Alfredo pizza from Friday.
I was like this.
Amazing.
I am the guy who's like, love pizza. When I used to have a cheese, I love pizza like every day. I don't care
You
when.
could eat pizza for
cold,
every meal.
hot, it doesn't matter. But long story short, the best pizza I think we ever had, it wasn't in Italy, it was somewhere. I don't remember where it was.
The one in Venice?
Yeah, the Venice one. The Venice was good, but it was like a typical Italian pizza, which was, I'm sorry, it was amazing. But still, this pizza is not like you see, like, you know, it's like a, I don't know how to say this. Anyway,
get to the point.
Just check it. It's really amazing. It's with Alfredo sauce.
It's good.
And that thing just by itself makes it so good. The dough is just so easy to make. It's like 15 minutes you're making it or something.
Yeah.
It's so good. We devoured it. Like, and the funny thing is that just before that, we actually got some pizza. Like, you know.
Yeah,
like,
you and Hannah split a pizza.
we split a pizza and I was like, okay, enough of the pizza, but we want to make that like a video for you guys. Oh my gosh, we couldn't stop eating it. It was seriously, guys, try that pizza. I'm like over the board with this thing.
Okay, that was a really long story about pizza. Really long story about food poisoning.
Is so good.
And that is it. That's how you make vegan sushi. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you, guys.
And we'll see you really soon. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.